You may have noticed there's one major problem with our amortization calculator. If we change this term to something other than the 30 years for which we've built this table, then we have problems. For example, a 15-year loan continues to try to pay itself off until it has a negative balance. So how can we fix that? Let's go back and use the if statement and check. I'm going to begin on the second row. We have a formula in C21 that says that the beginning principal balance is equal to the previous beginning principal balance minus any principal that was paid. So if we first, before making that calculation, check to see if the current number of months divided by 12 is any greater than the loan term, then if that is true, I'd like you to put in an NA formula, which simply means not available or not applicable. If that's not true, then go ahead and calculate that principal balance as it was normally intended. Then if we copy that all the way down, after locking the cell C7, and if we copy that all the way down, we can scroll down the table and see what happens. Let's put in a 15-year loan. Let's see what happens at 15 years or 180 months. Everything after 180 months gives us this NA value, which looks kind of scary on a spreadsheet, but it's actually very helpful. Graphs are very good about ignoring NA, and in our particular case, we know what NA means. So we're going to just go with that for this model. We probably should go along and in every other formula add an NA at the beginning of, or add an if statement to check to see if the number of months divided by 12 is greater than the mortgage term. This time we'll hit F4. And if so, give us an NA. And if not, go ahead and use the original formula. Now that might get a little old. So let's copy the first part of that so we can use it in the next formula. So come into this formula, add our if, add our closing parentheses. Come into this formula, add our if, add our closing parentheses. And I'm even going to do it on that date formula that we used. And now if I copy that down, copy all these formulas down, then when I get to 15 years, everything has an NA in it. That's exactly what we want. Now our table is built to accommodate up to a 30-year loan. I suppose we could build one larger, but I've never heard of a loan longer than 30 years. So we're going to stick with this one for our calculator. Now whether I put in a 5-year loan, or a 20-year loan, or a 30-year loan, our graph and our output adjusts accordingly.